Buckle up because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of ants. These tiny titans of the insect world pack a powerful punch, from their incredible strength to their complex social structures. Here are 25 insane ant facts that will blow your mind. Super strength. Ants are the undisputed champions of the weightlifting world, in their size category at least. An ant can carry up to 50 times its own body weight. That's like an average person hoisting 2.5 African elephants. Imagine the possibilities if we had ant proportional strength. Silent communication. Forget emails or texts. Ants have their own messaging system. Pheromones. These chemical signals laid on trails guide other ants to food sources, danger zones, and even potential mates. It's like a built-in GPS for the whole colony. The all-powerful queen. The queen ant is the heart of the colony. She can live for decades, some even up to 30 years, laying millions of eggs throughout her reign. Talk about a busy bee. Ant, the dedicated workforce. Worker ants are the tireless backbone of the colony. All female and sterile, they handle every task from construction and cleaning to childcare and food gathering. They are the ultimate team players, working selflessly for the good of the colony. The expendable males. Male ants have a much shorter lifespan and a singular purpose: mating with the queen. Once they fulfill their duty, they die off, leaving the queens and worker females to carry on the colony's legacy. Brain power. Despite their tiny size, ants can navigate complex environments, solve problems, and even learn from past experiences. Researchers have even observed ants using tools. Imagine an ant-sized screwdriver. That would be something. Architectural marvels. Leafcutter ants are the ultimate green thumbs of the insect world. They cultivate fungus gardens within their nests, meticulously cutting and transporting leaves up to 50 times their size to feed their precious crop. That's like a human carrying a whole redwood tree. Super sense of smell. Bloodhound ants, true to their name, have an incredible sense of smell. They use their powerful sniffers to track down dead animals, some even miles away, which they then harvest to feed the colony. Imagine smelling a pizza from a different city. That's some serious olfactory power. Ants as farmers. Speaking of agriculture, harvester ants are meticulous farmers who collect seeds and store them in underground granaries. These industrious insects even process the seeds with a special fungus to prevent them from sprouting, ensuring a steady supply of food for the colony. It's like having a built-in pantry in your backyard. The Great Escape. Army ants are nomadic warriors. They travel in massive, temporary colonies, numbering in the millions, and raid other insect societies for food in a relentless display of coordinated chaos. Their ferocious attacks can take down prey much larger than themselves, proving that size doesn't matter when you have an army on your side. Slave raiders. Some ant species, like the aptly named slave-making ants, raid other ant colonies and steal pupae, the immature stage before adulthood. These pupae develop into worker ants who then serve the slave-raiding colony. It's a ruthless strategy, but effective for ensuring a workforce. Ants versus termites. The rivalry between ants and termites is legendary. These two insect groups compete for resources and territory, and their battles can be fierce. Imagine millions of tiny soldiers clashing in an underground war. That's an epic battle you wouldn't want to miss. From a safe distance, of course. Swimming ants. Fire ants are notorious for their painful sting, but did you know they can also form living rafts to survive floods? By clinging to each other, they create a buoyant mass that can stay afloat for days. Talk about teamwork. They literally hold each other up during tough times. Honeydew hunters. Aphids are tiny sap-sucking insects that produce a sugary substance called honeydew. Many ant species have a symbiotic relationship with aphids, protecting them from predators in exchange for a steady supply of honeydew. It's a mutually beneficial partnership. The ants get their sugar fix, and the aphids get protection. Ants and medicine. Some ant species produce chemicals with antibiotic properties. Scientists are studying these chemicals to develop new antibiotics for humans. Who knew that these tiny creatures could hold? You're absolutely right. Here are 10 more mind-blowing ant facts to complete the list. The Great Escape, Part 2. Bullet ants, infamous for their excruciating sting, have a unique defense mechanism. When threatened, they can contract their entire bodies, launching themselves with incredible force. Imagine being able to jump yourself clear of danger. That's some impressive ant robotics. Ants on the move. Some ant species are nomadic, constantly on the move in search of food. Driver ants in Africa are a prime example. Their massive colonies can travel up to several hundred feet in a single day, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Imagine a moving city of millions. That's the power of a driver ant colony. Underwater architects. While most ants live on land, some species, like the mangrove ant, have adapted to life near or even in water. They build their nests in mangrove trees with specialized chambers that can trap air bubbles, creating a safe haven above the waterline. Talk about innovative construction. These ants are underwater architects. Super soldiers? Soldier ants are the warriors of the colony. They have larger heads and stronger mandibles, jaws, compared to worker ants, making them ideal for defense and combat. Imagine an ant with a giant head and oversized mandibles. That's a soldier ant ready to defend the colony. The power of many. Ant colonies can be mind-bogglingly large. Some super colonies can house millions, even billions of individual ants. Imagine a city with a population that could fit in your backyard. That's the scale of some ant empires. The oldest ants? The fossil record suggests that ants have been around for at least 100 million years, making them one of the most successful and enduring insect groups on Earth. They've survived mass extinctions and thrived in diverse environments, a testament to their adaptability. Antibiotic farmers. Leafcutters aren't just skilled farmers, they're also natural pharmacists. The fungus they cultivate in their nests produces antibiotics that help keep the colony healthy and free from disease. It's like having a built-in medicine cabinet within your home. The mimic game. Some ant species are masters of disguise. They mimic the appearance of other ant species, often more aggressive ones, to gain access to food or territory. It's like wearing a costume to get a free meal, a clever strategy in the cutthroat world of ants. The cleanup crew. Ants play a vital role in the environment by decomposing dead animals and plants. This process helps return nutrients to the soil, keeping ecosystems healthy. They're like the tiny sanitation workers of the natural world. Ants in space. In 1968, ants became the first social insects to travel to space. A Soviet experiment sent a colony of ants on a trip around the moon, studying how they adapted to microgravity. Who knows, maybe one day we'll see ant astronauts exploring the cosmos. So there you have it, 25 incredible facts that showcase the fascinating world of ants. These tiny creatures are more than just pests. They're social marvels, ecological powerhouses, and even potential space travelers.